So I went to the Rockford Rescue Mission last night on Friday, December 3rd. I explained to them that my father came home with a baseball bat in his car, and he threatened to kill me. And the police were called, and they gave me a victim's affidavit and crime victims affidavit. And the Rockford Rescue Mission said that I couldn't sleep there. They were because they have a nurse that checks people in, and the nurse isn't scheduled on the weekends, so they said I couldn't stay there. And that there was people quarantining. They quarantined people for a couple days, and so until the nurse is available. The nurse, they could have the nurse work there over the weekend, but they don't. So I went and stayed at a warming center, and so it's a church, but so they do like a little service, and they had you wait. After the service, you can lay down on the pew, but the issue is that it's not until 10 o'clock can you really go to sleep, and then they tell you to get up at like 5 in the morning. So after you get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, they take you downtown, and there's the bus terminal is closed, so you can't actually go inside and purchase a bus fare. So if you don't have a transportation card, you're unable to get onto the bus if you don't have a transportation card prior to, you're unable to get onto the bus. And so you're stuck outside because it's 6 o'clock in the morning. There's no place to go. The other location that is available it is known as Carpenter's Place, but they're not open on the weekend. So you're literally stuck dealing with unbearable temperatures outside for several hours in the morning and at night. So what I did is I came into this parking garage so I can sit here and stay warm with my sleeping bag. But this is also very illegal. But it's so early in the morning and it's on a Saturday that there is no place for me to go to. And I explained to the Rockford Police Department that I was assaulted. All my clothes were thrown away, and that there was that my family member is a criminal, and they lied on a order of protection, which the judge said it was okay. The judge has said it's fine, and so the issue is that all my belongings must be taken out of the house in one attempt, and that's and I can't, and so it's very difficult to remove a giant pool table like a billiard out of the house, and it's difficult to move exercise equipment out in one try. And the person who lied on the order of protection, he went to jail for my entire life. He is my father. He has hurt a lot of people. So, and I have multiple confessions of being assaulted, being threatened, being that my life is going to end. And the Rockford Police Department and the judicial court is not doing anything about it. So my point is that I have to sleep outside in the cold because Rockford's resources are horrible. Everybody, you got to understand that the resources do not connect. They very much do not connect when you have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and there's no place to go. And there's no reason why they couldn't, extend the hours, past 5 a.m. until like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. There's no reason why a warming center has to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. There's people just are cyclic. They're very much about that circadian rhythm, and so and nobody's doing anything about this. But it's December and it's very cold and it gets colder in January. And there's no reason for this. There's no reason for this to be for the services not to connect. And I also went to Remedies in Rockford, and I explained to them that what happened, and that I'm very much a victim, and I have a police report, and they said they didn't have any room for me either, and they wouldn't let me in because of my criteria, which doesn't make sense. So this is a problem that has not been solved, and the judge, well, I have to provide. I explained to them all this. I provided the police all this evidence, and I have to, and they're not helping me. The state's attorney is not helping me file this case when it is very much the state's attorney's job to do so, and it's and so for some reason the city of Rockford and is just doesn't want to help me, and I'm like, people tell me what to do every day of my life, and people get into my business. I hate to say that, but like if I even so much as question anybody in my family or my house or anywhere, it becomes like I violated the law. But if you like get into my business, question me, harass me, threaten me, it's okay. And that's just like because people's minds are very misled. And it turns out is that some people who are victims are victims, and it ends up that even the state will just neglect their right. And I think that's everything. I contacted the news. And I explained to the news that I went I went into the Rockford Rescue Mission last night, and they said that they couldn't have me go in there, and the Rockford Rescue Mission has very much made me sleep outside because, I told them I was employed. I was an employee, and they said, okay, you have money, so go purchase a hotel. You don't need to stay here. And I explained to them that that's just not like how you can. It's not how you save money. You don't save money that way. And it's just that these people are just not right in the head. They're just not right in the head.